Yo, what's up? It's Bravo Captain representing Heroes HQ headquarters, HHPOV Hip Hop Point of View. We are in the building. We in the studio. We are live and in effect. We're smiling. Kaydence.
Kaydence, yep.
Kaydence. See, I got it right. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to make sure. Talk to the people.
Yeah. So what's going on? I'm Kaydence. I'm an artist songwriter from Queens, New York. Just here to talk about PenPiper, the album dropping April 1st. So that's it, man.
PenPiper.
PenPiper.
Tell the people the thought process of just creating that title, PenPiper.
Yeah. So it started with this story that I read about called the Pied Piper, which is about a king that has, he's king of this town that's rat infested. And, this guy came up to him and was like, I know how to get rid of your rats, but, you're going to have to pay. And he's like, that's fine. So he plays his flute, and all the rats follow him into this river where they drown. And so he goes back to the king, and he says, I got rid of your rat problem, so pay me. And the king's like, nah, I'm not going to pay you. So he actually came back out of revenge, and he played the flute, and all the children of the town followed him out and were never seen again. So I feel like, I know that's a little aggressive and a powerful message, but it's kind of like, overall what I wanted to say was, if you're not, pay me my money, pay me my credibility, or pay me my respect. But regardless, just pay homage, and that's what I mean by that. It's not like I'm a legend or none of that, but it's just saying, give me the respect that I deserve, for the work that I put in and the effort I put in.
Respect your craft.
Yep.
And everything. But that's funny, though. That right there, she just gave you a little history lesson for those that didn't read or maybe dropped out of school at kindergarten and never read about that story. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what that is. Thank you for teaching the people. Hip Hop Point of View, teaching others. That's it. First single?
First single is called Caught at a Habit.
I like that.
Yeah.
I listened to it a couple of times last night, listened to it a couple of times this morning.
Oh.
I actually listened to it again before I left to get into the mood. And I was like, yo, she really got a seasoned sound. She got a nice voice. Like it sounds like you're naturally singing.
Mm-hmm.
When you could tell when somebody's trying to be a singer or something like that.
Yeah.
It just is a real soothing sound. It's a real soothing sound, so you can really vibe out to it.
Thank you, man.
What was the process on that?
Well, it started with, it was like a small snippet that the Ratchet God sent me. They actually executively produced the album. Mm-hmm. And I just started it because at the time, I was talking to someone, and it was literally what I was feeling at the time, because I felt like I was getting a little out of character, doing things or saying things or going places that I normally wouldn't, go or do.
Yeah.
And, I feel like everyone has that infatuation phase in a relationship, or when you're first talking to someone that you do, like, weird things like that. So that's what the song is about. And then later on, they actually added keys, and it's like, it sounds like some church choir or just talking in the background, which is really dope towards the end. And I feel like I kind of wanted to, like, slow it down and get more, into it that way. Okay. So towards the end. So yeah.
So what's the second? If we're gonna have a second single? How many tracks are there?
There's 10 tracks on that.
10 tracks on there?
Yep.
And just straight tracks? Any skits? Anything?
No, not really skits. But the way that the songs are set up, they're very cinematic.
Okay.
So it's cool because it almost feels like a short film as you're going through it.
Okay.
Like the intro, which is cool, it's so broken up into like these different sections and like it's crazy the places that it takes you.
Yeah.
And I mean it literally sounds like almost like 3 different songs. Or maybe 4 different songs, just the way that it goes. So it's definitely like a short film movie type feel. Yeah.
And so you're from Queens.
Yep.
You no longer reside in the NYC.
Nope.
No more cold weather. No
Nope.
more slushy
Glad
snow
about that.
and all that type of things. Where you residing now?
I'm actually in LA, so I felt like I had to make that move. West Coast. I'm from the East Coast, but West Coast is the best coast, man. I'm sorry.
We ain't mad.
Palm trees,
Listen,
perfect weather.
Yeah, listen, as soon as I get some money, I'm on the West Coast too.
Yeah,
I already
man.
got the W's ready. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
I'm out of here. I'm out of here.
It's because y'all East Coast people are way too like, mean, like for no reason.
Yeah, I think our egos.
I don't know what it is, but you can't
like,
bring that over there.
Yeah.
You cannot bring that over there.
That's
When you get farther, being humble and confident.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well,
So.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm not knocking New York. I love New York.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody in New York believes that there's somebody.
Right.
So, it's crazy. Even the homeless people, like, you giving them something.
Yeah, they got a sense of entitlement to your
it's like, I don't want that. Give me a cheeseburger, my man. You're not gonna have a slice of pizza. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy out here. Was this album recorded over on the West?
Actually, most of it was actually recorded here in New York. Okay. It was literally, I started it like right before my laptop was stolen. When I was living out here, and then it continued like once I got a GoFundMe and I got like a new laptop.
Yeah.
That's when it really started happening, which was probably last March.
Wow.
So this has been like a year process of like everything I went through and everything like
everything.
So it's cool like to see where my mind was at and like where it's at now, which is literally like a lead up like through the entire project, and you could kind of hear it.
How did you feel when that laptop was stolen?
Yo, I was devastated. I actually I talk about it in the intro of my project.
Yeah.
It's like the second verse where I touch on like how devastated I was,
yeah.
but how that didn't stop me from continuing doing what I was doing. So
that's what's up.
Man.
Keep it going. Like perseverance. It's hard. Like we all go through some things, and that's what separate the doers from the I want to do.
Right.
Because the I want to do was sit there, complain, and cry all day, and the doer's like, you know what, it happened.
Yep.
You gotta get over it. Let's make some magic happen. Got the project dropping.
Mm-hmm.
Signed them. Are you signed to a label?
I'm signed as a songwriter.
Okay.
I have a publishing deal with BMG, Seven Corners Music. So yeah.
Getting them checks.
I mean,
they coming. They gonna come.
They gonna come.
They gonna come. Them checks gonna come real soon.
Yep.
Hey.
So, yeah. I mean, I told myself, when I moved out to LA, I was like, I'm not gonna sign a deal until I get a bidding war.
Yeah.
And when I didn't know how it was gonna happen, but I made sure that was the only way I was gonna sign.
Yeah.
So, when I got out there, I started, through, I won't get into like the whole depths of it, but I started working with Hit Boy, and Hit Boy brought in Ariana Grande.
Oh.
I met with her. She loved, the music that we were working on, and what's it called? We cut like 3 records together.
Wow.
And that's when the label started being like, who is this?
Who is she?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
like and I came out of nowhere. So that's when the offers started flying in, and it was like, whoa, like
congratulations. so everybody don't really speak truth on a lot of things. You keep it honest, like you keep it real from the heart. Because we had a prior conversation before this, and you said something to me that was like, oh shit,
Yeah.
But how did you feel when the first like bid or the offer came in? Like, what was the feeling that went through you?
It was a sense of relief, to know that like I was on the right path. Like I literally got to LA I didn't have opportunity or anything out there waiting for me. I just knew I had to be there. So to create that from nothing was like a crazy feeling, because there's people like my parents, friends of mine, they're just like, yo, you're really leaving your salary job to work minimum wage at a pet store. You know what I'm saying? And people thought I was crazy, but the offers flew in within a month and a half of being there.
Wow.
A month and a half. So
you really didn't even go through it.
That was a rough month and a half.
It was a rough month. I think it's just the thought of like you probably second guessing yourself sometimes. You know?
Absolutely, yeah.
You second guess like, damn, I really, and nah. And then it happens, but a month is a long time, but it also goes by so fast.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's people that move out there that don't see progress for a good 3-4 years.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you this: it depends on how hard you work for it. Because when I tell you, I would be in 3 sessions a day. I would go to, I barely slept because I would go work, then I would go straight to the studio. I wasted no time.
Yeah.
So, and that's why it happened like that.
That's what's up.
So,
that's what's up. Give me a little bit confidence. You know what I'm saying? Because I like to see people want to come up and something good, great happens to them, and and then it inspires you and it lets you know that it's possible because you're still at this level with that person.
Yeah.
We're talking face to face, so it's like you're not too big. You didn't get that big check yet where you be like, nah, he's not Billboard. Can't do this. Can't do this. But that's dope. That's it's inspiring. It's great to hear. It lets a lot of people know that it can happen. Now, we're not recommending everybody quit your salary job because you might not have that work ethic on your own. A lot of people can work if there's a system.
Right.
If they're following a system. But to create your own system, I think that's the hardest thing to do.
Right.
Getting up like with a routine. Okay, we got to do it, when you...
I mean, you got to motivate yourself. You got to know what your purpose is, what your message is.
Yeah.
You can't just be like, "Oh, I'm going to do music cuz it's fun, because I like to do it." Like,
exactly.
I like to inspire people.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I like to be like, you can do it. That's just what's amazing about it is like I get DMs all the time like you inspire me, and that's what makes me feel good. It's not chasing these placements. It's not, putting out an album that sounds dope. Like it's literally just inspiring people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's it.
It's that wonderful feeling.
Yeah.
Sign a management deal.
Yep.
To congratulations and the acknowledgement to the mentor.
Yep.
He's real humble. He likes to lay low.
Lay low, but
JHatch.
JHatch.
Shout out to him.
Yeah.
Always like he has a thing for just finding those people.
Yeah.
He's been doing this since I've known him. Like he just has a way of making things work, which is dope.
Yep.
So you signed to him.
Yep.
He's gonna have you working.
Oh yeah, already. I mean, as soon as I got out to LA, I looked at my calendar. It was booked. That's one thing I love about him is like, I'll just look at my calendar and know what I'm doing that day. That's all I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? And he'll hit me with a text like, "Hey, you good for this session?"
Yeah.
Like before the session, super organized. Like that's how a manager is supposed to be.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like super organized, making sure, okay, when I'm not doing something, there's something wrong. How can I keep them active and make sure that there's going towards their dreams? That's what a manager's role is.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because I've had management in the past that have fallen so short of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not afraid to be honest about it. I'm not trying to take shots, but sometimes that's what you need is a person that's really believes in you.
Yeah.
For real,
yeah.
and will stick their neck out for you and make sure that you moving. So.
Congratulations on that.
Yep.
Our show is basically, and our whole theme is hip hop point of view.
Yep.
So give us your little hip hop point of view. Basically, just what can I define this under? The inspiration, hip hop point of view, inspiration.
Okay. Meaning, who's my inspiration?
Yeah, who's your inspiration? Maybe what's inspiring you every day that you wake up to keep it going? To prove people wrong.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely feel like the album that I created when I was in the midst of making that, I had that, that mentality. I need to make sure that I actually get this done. But now. It's really just there's so many people watching now.
Yeah.
And because of that, I have to, stay afloat and keep it moving and make sure that people know yes, I'm here to inspire people, but it's not just like, oh, look, I made it. Like, I didn't make it yet.
Yeah.
And to stay in the place that I'm at, I still got to get further, so I still got to keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no slowing down. Just because you get to one place, you can't just sit there and celebrate. Now it's like, how can I get to the next point? You can't ever be satisfied where you're at. You know?
Oh, you did great.
Yeah.
Hit it on the nose with that one
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
That's us right there. This is a Bravo captain. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm proud of you. Just
Thank
meeting
you,
you, just proud of you. Just talking to you and everything.
Thank you,
Seeing what you're doing. Kaydence,
Hey.
the PenPiper,
The PenPiper.
PenPiper. Yeah, I'm thinking about the story.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about the story.
That's good.
PenPiper.
Yep.
The PenPiper is the material, the product, the album,
Yep.
the art. Support that.
Yeah, it comes out April 1st. It's going to be on iTunes, Spotify, Tidal, Google Play, all that.
And if you need any inspiration, go check out that single.
Yep, Call That a Habit. It's
So
already
you can
out.
so you get a little vibe of where she's coming from.
Yep.
And everything. And she's out in New York right now, so we're gonna show her love.
Yep.
Even though West Coast is the best coast,
Yeah.
what she said. It's okay. Never be mad. Never be mad. Celebrate.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
No, thank you.
And congratulations.
Thank
and
you,
wish
man.
you all the best.
Cool.